Hey everybody. I tried to light this. It's later at night, and there's no way for me to light this video. Well, correction. There is a way to light this video. Makeup mirrors have a purpose for me. So still on my work trip. Curveballs abound. Did manage to, as much as possible without all my normal equipment, refurbish this estate. I sent some of y'all a picture of this. It's a Sketcher bull moose. I got a new stem on it, drilled that out, drilled the airway out to where I like it, did that all just with my hand and a bit. Used a pocket knife, old school style, and cleaned up the bowl as much as possible. Smoking pretty good. Got it loaded up with copperhead right now. So I've been working on something, and a couple of you guys know about it. And I'm reaching the point where I think I need help. I've reached out to a couple people. I don't know how much traction I'm going to get, but I'm trying to build something that's been requested by a lot of people. As soon as it's IT related or computer related, I tend to get the request, which I'm not mad at. I get it. Sorry, I was trying to go out. So I'm working on a site, and I bought the web domain, bought the email, and now I just got to figure out how to put it up. And I don't think, at least at first, it's going to support video, but it will have a social component where you can take pictures of your pipes and tobacco and talk about blends you like and whatever. And there's going to be a marketplace side, but because of the legal factors involved, until the site can generate some money for a lawyer, not going to allow tobacco sales, but person-to-person pipe sales is what I want to try to allow. So like estate pipes, if there's an artisan, and potentially I think charging like $1 or $2 per listing would help recover some of the fees it costs to host the site. I'll work on building a server that can host the site so that we have the storage space needed to do videos and such. It's just almost out. But currently there's a placeholder page up at that site. It's nothing, it doesn't really work. But and I'll share what it is once it's all live, but it is something I'm working on. If you guys are interested, I'd love to know your input on if charging some money for listings. I think that also will speak to the how genuine the listings are, right? You're not going to pay money to scam people, theoretically. We'll be able to manage users. If someone scams somebody, we'll be able to like remove those people. Chats will be encrypted. I can't do full end-to-end encryption until I have the storage space for all the encryption keys, because you have to have those. But well, at least you have to have your part of the encryption process. But regardless, there's a lot of moving pieces to doing that, and it is mind-boggling how much it has changed since the last time I built a website, which was 2006. So I think it's been 20 years. A lot. You know, the internet hasn't changed. A lot of how the internet operates has changed, and although I knew that, I hadn't had my hands on it. My primary focus has always been, servers, network infrastructure, that kind of thing, making sure that when the stuff shows up to work, that it works as intended. But websites are typically, they've always been outside of my realm. So I'm taking some deep dives into that, but I would like it to be my general gift to the community where anyone can do anything. Pipe and tobacco related, like you could sell ashtrays and cigar holders and whatever you want. You just can't sell tobacco, and I won't really tolerate anything outside of that. No glass pipes, that kind of thing. I don't care if they're for tobacco. They're glass pipes. No one's smoking tobacco out of a glass pipe. But yeah, I just kind of was thinking it would be nice to have a centralized place where everybody could go, where we'd have a little less oversight. If you have some experience on that side of things, I would love a hand. You can reach out to me on Instagram. I'm pretty easy to find under same handle that I have on YouTube. It's Smoke Snacks, same logo, everything. Pretty easy to find. I've made it that way on purpose. That's the only real direct way to reach out to me, unless you have my number, which very few people do. And yeah, I want everybody to know that that's something I've decided to do, and I have Katie's full encouragement. This is something that we stand behind as a good idea. I'm stuck in the works of getting it going. So I would love to get everything going. I don't know. So far, this has cost a lot of savings. So, but this is a general thing for the community, and I hope I can get it to come together. If not, I have I've wasted a good chunk of money that will never be seen. A lot of things happen that way in the IT and tech side of things, where you investigate the avenues of doing something and it just doesn't work out. But this is something I'm trying. I do own the domains for the next 3 years. I do believe it's the next 3 years. I want to try and make something of this. There is going to be private messaging, not just between buyers and sellers, but in between users is what's initially been built. Maybe a donate button will be thrown on there to throw some money towards the project to keep it rolling. But and if I do that, I do promise that if I do that, all that money goes towards keeping the site up and not profiting from it. But yeah, that's what I've got planned. If you guys have any way you want to help or can help, I appreciate it. No pressure whatsoever. I'm just struggling. Spent a good 6 hours trying to understand how this intended framework is supposed to work versus how it used to work. So it's a lot. Yeah, I appreciate all the positive praise I got with the Copperhead that went out to a lot of folks, and then some people have gotten to try buckskin, which I know Slinger was enjoying. Buckskin is cigar leaf, oriental, dark burley, and a little bit of black Cavendish because it was a little too rough. It's in there as a filtering effect. That's it. It tends to round out rough edges pretty well. Then there's another one in the works. It's not close enough for me to send out to anybody yet, but was going to call it Palomino in the same line. It's a burley Perique, dark burley, white burley, long cut Perique, and I got to do some more fiddling around with that. But currently, while I'm not trapped in a hotel room, but I'm in a hotel room I'm not going to the beach by myself. I'm not going to most of the places around here everybody tells you to go to. They're family restaurants. I'm not doing that by myself. There's if you guys remember Millennial Codger, I know the channel name has changed several times. He's in this area. We've gone out to several restaurants on what I was jokingly calling bro dates. He has helped me with that awkwardness. I don't tend to go out to places by myself. And I do appreciate that. And the company alone it's been great. But right now I'm pouring a whole lot of energy into this whole website thing because once it gets going, shouldn't need a whole lot of hands-on until we make some major changes. And right now, just need to see if there's enough traction to justify doing the rest of the steps. Because to build my own server to house it, that's going to be a costly endeavor. If it's not in new parts, it's going to be in trading favors for relatively new parts to other people I know in tech, to build a sufficient server to run such a thing. So we'll see where we go from here. I guess that's enough rambling. I hope everybody's weekend's going really well. I will be around on and off. I'm really trying to focus on getting this done, so I'm not doing a lot of video watching, but we'll chat with you guys later. Have a good one.